Welcome to InkThinks. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate release date has been slowly creeping up on us, and people have been talking a lot about the little ins and outs of the game. Rumors, prediction, and leaks. Oh, the leaks. There have been so many leaks going around for Smash Ultimate. One of my favorite leaks happens to be the reveal of Scar from The Lion King and him coming to Smash, because that is what we need in this roster. We need a lion. But the most reputable source for leaks by far is Vergeben. Vergeben is a leaker on Gamefaqs who's been right about pretty much everything he's said concerning Smash Ultimate. Now, he hasn't known everything, but the things that he has leaked, he's had a perfect streak of being correct. I've combed through all of his messages on Gamefaqs, and I've come up with 4 things that are coming to Smash that are confirmed by Vergeben. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Number 4. Vergeben says a new Square Enix character is going to be coming to Smash as a playable fighter. The reason I have this one listed as number 4 is because of the uncertainty that surrounds it. He's not sure if the Square Enix character will be getting in as a core roster character, or if they'll be put in as DLC later on. But he does insist that someone's coming, and when he's been pressed about it, he hasn't given a very clear answer of who the character is. The reason he gives for this is that Square is very harsh on leakers, and sometimes they'll give out false names to employees to see who the leaker is if they start seeing that name circulate around the internet. And if they notice something, they'll fire anyone who's suspected of the leaking. That's why there's so few Square leaks. Vergeben says that he has a list of names that could potentially be coming to Smash for Square Enix, but he's keeping it close to the chest because he doesn't want to risk people losing their jobs. Let's talk about a few of the names that are likely on his list. There's a few main candidates when it comes to these characters. The main contender, and my personal prediction, is Geno. I think I've talked about Geno in 80% of the videos I've made. Geno is from Super Mario RPG, and he would be a great fit for Smash. Sakurai himself has wanted Geno in Smash for a while, and he's been heavily requested by the fans, so I think Geno is very likely. Another potential newcomer is one that I think is a little bit less likely. Sora from Kingdom Hearts. My only interaction with Kingdom Hearts is that I got to play the first hour of one of the games while my parents were talking to some Disney Vacation Club people at Disneyland and I was in their little office. I've got to say though, even though it was only a few minutes, the series left an impression on me that stuck. I was on some island and I had to race some other dude across it and he was all like, "You can have this girl if you can beat me in the race," or something like that. And then I got to fight some guy with a wooden sword, and yeah, anyone know what I'm talking about? Does anyone know what game that is? Who cares what it is? It was awesome. It really did stick with me, and it left a lasting impression, even though I was only so young. It's kind of a mix between Disney, Final Fantasy, and Square's own inventions. However, that same hodgepodge that makes it so great is also the main reason that I don't think our Keyblade-wielding hero will be coming. The rights to Kingdom Hearts and their characters is nothing short of confusing. Nintendo would have to jump through a lot of loops to be able to get Sora to appear in Smash. And one of those loops is that Nintendo would have to talk to the mouse. And I'm not saying that they're not willing to go overseas and do that. In fact, our next leak is going to confirm that they are willing to do that. But I do think it's unlikely that they're going to do that with Disney. Even though I would love to have Sora in Smash, and maybe even more than Geno, I just don't see it happening. The last possible Square rep that I think is likely is Chrono from Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger was a massively successful RPG that came out in 1995, and one of my favorite games that you get to play as a frog in, like definitely top 5 frog games. It's considered one of the best games to ever be released. I've never personally gotten super invested in the game, but some of the music still sticks with me today, especially the Millennial Festival theme at the beginning of the game. I think that's my favorite song. I think most people would prefer Sora or Geno over Chrono, but Chrono would still be an awesome addition to the game. Number 3. This one's also a little vague and pretty controversial, but don't shoot the messenger. Vergeben has said time and time again that some sort of Minecraft representation is going to make it into Smash. He's made it very clear that he doesn't know if this representation is a character, assist trophy, regular trophy, stage, Mii outfit, or pretty much anything else, but he insists that something from Minecraft will be making it into the game. Even though some people are going to be kind of averse to this idea, it's really grown on me, and it's kind of significant. Minecraft's inclusion shows that Nintendo is willing to play nice with Microsoft, and more importantly, it also shows that they're willing to acknowledge an indie game. And I know there's argument over whether Minecraft is still an indie game, but there's no debating that it's where it got its roots. They did the same acknowledgement with Shovel Knight as an assist trophy. This is pretty big for Nintendo. If you study their history at all, Nintendo has not always had a good relationship with indie developers. They've made things incredibly hard on them, and they've kind of kept an iron grip of control over them in the past. However, it seems like Nintendo's turning over a new leaf. There have been a large surplus of indie games on the Switch. In fact, some of the most indie games that have come out in Nintendo's history. Nintendo's inclusion of Minecraft on Smash is more than just a good idea, but it's an important statement that Nintendo will be making to the indie developers. Now, I know that this one was probably a little controversial, so let me know what you think about Minecraft's inclusion in the comments. I've had my mind totally changed by your comments in the past, so I look forward to seeing your positions. Anyway, moving on to number 2, Ken from Street Fighter. The Street Fighter series has been a staple in millions of homes across the country. However, my home was not one of those. I'm not super invested in Street Fighter if I'm being honest, but to my understanding, Ken is kinda like the American Ryu. He's a fearsome fighter and would be a great addition to Smash Ultimate. Now, there's been a leaked photo going around the internet of Ken on a Splatoon stage with a couple other fighters, and while I don't personally believe this photo is real, the content within definitely is. Ken is coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Vergeben has not confirmed or denied whether Ken will be an Echo Fighter of Ryu or if he's his own unique character, but I could really see it going either way. The two fighters are different enough that they could be two separate fighters, but I think what's more likely is that we'll have another Isabelle situation on our hands. I think Ken will be a semi-clone of Ryu. He'll have many of the same attacks, but ultimately will be considered different enough to be his own fighter. Kinda like Fox and Falco, or Isabelle and Villager, or Captain Falcon and Ganondorf in Melee. Ken is guaranteed to be coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And before I go to my number 1 leak, I want to ask a huge favor of you. If you've enjoyed my video or you want to enjoy my other videos and see what I have coming in the future, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Or if you're feeling extra awesome, make like one of my new subscribers, ET, and let me know that you hit that bell to be notified when I post a new video. I upload every Wednesday around lunchtime, so make sure you stick around. I have a pretty awesome video coming up in the future that I don't want you to miss. And with that, let's get to number 1. There's been a lot of talk about a new Pokemon rep for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Many people, including myself, thought that Decidueye was going to be the representative. However, that's been deconfirmed by Vergeben, along with Linorock and Mimikyu. He's boiled things down to one Pokemon that is coming for sure. We are going to be having the flaming Zangief of the Pokemon series, Incineroar. Incineroar is the dark fire starter Pokemon of Generation 7 that evolves from Linton. He has a fighting spirit, and when he really gets into a fight, he shoots fire from his belly button and attacks his trainer. Yeah, that's actually straight from the super reliable, never ever wrong Pokedex. So that's why he's his own Pokemon and not included with a Pokemon trainer. Anyway, such a strong fighting spirit in a Pokemon with such a bodacious personality seems like he would be the perfect Pokemon to represent Generation 7 in Smash Ultimate. And that's where I'm going to end the video today. Let me know what you think of these leaks that I talked about. Are you excited for them? Do you trust Vergeben? If you liked what you saw, then come talk to me about it on my Discord. I'm really trying to build up an audience, and I'm on there every day, so it's the best way to communicate with me. I would love to talk to each of you on there. And until next time, stay smashing.